Mechanic Simulator episode, and today we're going to be continuing on with the career mode. I'm sorry that I haven't I have uploaded a short. I did upload a video, but I couldn't stream for a while because I had my tonsils removed. So speaking, eating, drinking was a challenge. But I still uploaded some bits and pieces here and there for you guys to keep up, the consistency. But now I'm gonna get back to it full time with the streaming, uploading. I have a big video. Well, I say a big video. I have a good video idea that I'm gonna put into action for you guys, and then that should be out in the next few weeks. But anyway, before we start cracking on with this stream, I'd like to thank everyone for the 1,451 subs. And with all that said, now let's get back to where we was. Right, so like I said, this is part 3, and as you can see, the last time in episode 2 we actually bought our first project. So hopefully when we earn enough money after the jobs, I know I've got already 18,540 CR points, but I want to save up a bit more, and then we can spend, quite a bit, and then save, and that's how it's going to go. So hopefully this car, which I think is I think is based off a 1969 Chevy Nova. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I'm pretty sure this is a 1969 Chevy Nova though. So, what is it called? Oh, it is a 69. It's a Bolt Supernova. Yeah, so I think this is a Chevy Nova. Well, that's in the garage already, so right. I don't want to be spending any money on. Was I spending any money on this? Did I do anything to this the last time? No, I didn't. Right. So we bought this car in episode 2. How much did we buy it for? Okay. Buy price was 4,413 CR points. We've already got 213 CR in profit, which I don't even know what I've done to it, but okay, I'll take that. Well, anyway, now that we've recapped on last episode's events, crap, I didn't mean to put it there. I want to put there, that's where I wanted to put it. Nothing much has changed, as you can tell, guys, even though I had a big bit of a break. Right. Well, let's get a story mission in here. Those missions seem to earn me a lot of CR points. I don't know what to call it. I think I'm just gonna keep calling it CR points because I don't know what the CR stands for. But yeah. So we have got a Firebird, I want to say. This is, I think it's a Firebird. So 1990, it could be Camaro though. I'm not sure. I think because I know one of the variants of the Camaro looked a lot like this, but I think this is the Firebird. I'm not sure. Well, anyway, let's see. Oh, this got a nice dual overhead cam V8. 340 horsepower, 431 newton meters of torque. I am sure that the project car yeah, this is a V8 as well, but this is a overhead valve. So the cam is in between the piston banks instead of being above the piston banks. So it should be 2 valves per cylinder. As you can see, yeah, it's in a very bad shape. You know, it's missing a lot of parts. It hasn't even got a fuel tank, so that's saying something. It barely, well, it doesn't really have an engine, just has a block and a crankshaft that is connected up to the gearbox. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing actually, well, there's nothing to power that bolt. Right, so let's get this Evo in here. Chuck this in, because this is what I'm going to start off with. I'm going to get another job on the go as well. I don't want to do, even though it could earn me a lot of money, but it won't, because the other tasks normally indicate like just fill in fluids, and you know, it doesn't really pay much. It only pays like 100 to 200 CR per job with the other tasks, unless it was you know, upgrade it to a certain percentage, so up the performance to like 30%. But to be honest with you, I'm not even going to bother with, you know, doing that one. So I'm going to look for sloppy car steering. Let's see if this Corsa, there's a Vauxhall Corsa, sure it is. It's the sports model by the looks of it as well. Yeah, they are. See, I would get paid more for doing this job than I would with the Carrera. Now, if there was anything else to do with the Carrera, like engine-wise or maybe suspension, then I would get paid quite a bit. But as it is, there's no point. So we've got this beauty in for, I don't know. I really don't know what for. Let's read the thing. Right. Good morning. Would you be able to help me? It's my first car. Oh, whoa. It's my first car. It might not be the perfect car, but it's mine. I've always dreamt about one like this, so I finally managed to save some, I'm guessing it's going to say money. Is it? Yeah, it should do. Cash. Save some cash, and I started looking immediately. It seems that I might have gotten a bit carried away. I hear that this doesn't bode well. The salesman said that the brakes need to be repaired, but the rest is in perfect condition. This morning I heard a banging in the back and it pulls to the right. I hope it's nothing serious. I'll borrow some cash if necessary, but I hope it's just the brakes. I can't wait to hit the road again. Please do a checkup and replace what you need. See you. Right, so basically, by the sounds of it, this guy has bought it as his first car. I mean, bro, well, if he was in the UK, buddy, all I'm gonna say, you're not getting an insurance quote on this, because I bet this is probably like a 5.7 litre. You know. Yeah, in the UK you'd be cooked with this, but obviously this is based in America. This is Route 66. We're on the lines of Route 6. Yeah, Route 66. So, you know, we're in one of the best parts of America when it comes to owning a car, in my opinion. There's not much rules. I might be wrong. Obviously I'm not American, so I wouldn't have a clue. But yeah, so good on that guy who's owning this as the first car, because this is a beauty. Personally, I'm more of a Dodge guy, though. I like my 1968 Dodge Charger RT, a beauty with a 425. Right. So brake pads, gonna need 4 of them bad boys. Wait, have I? Yes, I have unlocked that. See, I'm trying to remember why I've unlocked and why I haven't so far, because obviously with me not streaming for like over a month now, you know, it gets hard to remember what you did a month ago. So we need 4 pads. Right, why am I searching? It should be on it. Right, lovely. This should be a pretty easy job, to be honest, as long as I don't see anything that starts with crank. Because if I see a crankshaft, I'm gonna cry. Because that means then I'll have to strip down the whole engine. And the thing is, it's time consuming. And what I want to do with these streams, I want to get as many jobs done as possible. So, right, camshaft V8. You know, we still gotta do some work anyway. But I don't have to strip the whole engine down, thankfully. I try to avoid those jobs. But even if they pop up, they still pay good. I gotta be fair, they do pay good on these games. That is one thing I remember. Front wheel hub, fuel rail DI I did see as well. So might as well get both of them whilst I remember. I only need one. It is. It's front wheel hub as well. Yeah, I'm just getting back into like the routine with this, with how to play this game and all that. Oh, whoa, that was cold. You know, nice cold drink, and it took me by surprise. Right, there we go. Front wheel hub. Obviously, I didn't even know the condition this car is in, really. I haven't seen what's underneath. So ignition coils, I need 3 of them. So this guy, by the sounds of it, has a lot more problems than just brakes. Suspension, because he said he heard a clanking and the car was going to the right or the left, I can't remember. Right, so it's probably leaf spring U-bolt. Go on to this. I still remember where everything is, it's just I'm getting used to, well, how to play the game again. Well, no, I can't really explain what I'm getting used to again. I mean, in general, just streaming, I think. Just getting used to just streaming. I still can't speak. That hasn't changed. Yeah, I'm just popped on tonight now, guys, with a stream for you. Just to entertain you guys for tonight. For some of you, it might still even be the afternoon if you live in America. But yeah, so you're gonna watch me now for a good few minutes tear down and fix this. I think it's a. I'm almost sure this is a Camaro. I think this is a 4th gen Camaro, to be honest, because I don't think it's a Firebird, because the Firebird looked a bit different, like the bonnet and the front bumper and everything. So anyway, let's get 6 rubber bushings that I need now. Six rubber bushings. Solid rear drive axle and solid axle control arm. I do it like bit by bit so I remember it all. Yeah, no, they were right next to each other, so I didn't really have to search. Right, so we need 1, 3, 5 spark plugs as well. So, by looks, this has a bit of an ignition problem as well. Oh, timing belt. Oh, that's not a good sign. Don't want that to come up in your thing. Just 1 spring caps. 2 of them. What was the other thing? See, there's me not looking for spark plugs. I need 5 of them. That was because I wasn't paying attention to what I was actually doing for a second then. Yeah, we want 5 of them bad boys. Spring caps. We want 2 timing belts and wheel hub free. Right, no problem. Pretty easy to remember them too. I think the reason why it's hard to remember like the parts you need to buy on this game is because of how many variants of one part there is. So like now I gotta get a wheel hub free, you know, there's 2, there's 4, you know, there's 5. You know, I have in the past, you know, bought the wrong one, which I think I've done every episode so far on the campaign mode, plus when I was doing the sandbox mode. I need timing belt now. Timmy Tim. Let's have a look. We need a timing. I think it was a timing belt. Probably gone past. Yeah, I was gonna say I've probably gone past it. Normally, like the ones with in the brackets when it's just like V8 or like V6, they're normally like the ones at the beginning. Now when it starts going into like V8 OHV and V8 OHVF, that's when it starts, you know, going up the list. But anyway, this looks like it needs a new front bumper, but I haven't been told to do. Oh, I have actually. There's me just looking at the normal parts. Right, it's a front bumper for this bad boy as well. I was gonna say this looks like I'm just guessing this has been in like a front end crash, because normally that's why you have mix matched what's it called, mix matched body parts. So we have the performance part. Now they've already got that. So the only performance part body part you can get for this is the bonnet, but I just want, there we go, that looks a bit better, you know, still a different colour. You personally, if I was the customer that wants me to fix his car, I would have had that painted, but it looks better than that scratched grey one, like faded. I won't let me. Wouldn't let me do that because I was on the body assemble mode. Right, so I need to change oil. Oh, I need to refill windscreen wash as well. So I might as well do that, and then I'll drain the oil whilst I'm under the car, because I'm gonna do suspension first this time. I'm gonna do it backwards. I normally do engine first, but I'm gonna do suspension first. Just switch it up a bit. Switch it up a bit. So let's get off that. Gotta be fair though, this I'm just gonna stick by the thing what I think it is, which is a 4th gen Camaro, 1994. This is, I think. It's a beauty of a car though. I know for some people it's not their favourite Camaro. It's not my favourite Camaro, but it's just nice. Yeah, 1996. Alright, so I think every car on this game now with the first name Bolt, I'm guessing it's a Chevy. I'm guessing every car that has Bolt as his first name is a Chevy. That's just my guess. Right, why did I put that down? I need to keep that up because I want to do the suspension and brakes first. Right, not a problem. Oh, I messed that up now. I messed it up. Yo, Dom, welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome back. Right, let's get the wheels off, because I need to get these. I was gonna say calipers then. Well, I did need to get the caliper so I can get the pads out. Lovely. Slam that back on now. I'm gonna need to keep that off anyway because I need to change the bushing in this control arm. But lower suspension arm. No, don't want two brand new ones. Rec room. Well, obviously I've just started back up, buddy. So I just jumped on Car Mechanic to do an episode 3 of the campaign mode, just for a quick one tonight. Cause originally I wasn't planning on streaming tonight. I didn't think about doing anything for YouTube today, but I just jumped on last minute. So Rec Room will come. I promise I will do more Rec Room. That will be phased back in on the channel, because, you know, I did kind of phase it out before before focusing on other games. Right. What do you mean, Dom? You don't get caught? Right. Let's chuck this bushing in. Well, so far, not a bad start to the stream. I'd say anyway. We are fixing this Camaro. We'll have 3, right? Mark that just in case, because I bet you I'll forget. I drained the oil, so that's sorted. I need to unmark some of the parts. Right, so I put the wrong bushing in the wrong place, right. Ah, yeah, I put the old one back in the place that I shouldn't have. That's what I don't get with these low suspension arms. You kind of can't like choose where the bushing goes, which I think is a pain, to be honest. No, it's not right. So I want to put the old one in first, then the new one. Right. There we go. I'll remember that next time. So that one there, and that one there. You know, if this don't put the new one now where I want it to go, I'm gonna cry. Right, finally, there we go, there we go. Yeah, because these bushings with the arms can be a pain in the ass. Let's get this, to be fair, the rims on this car are really nice. Proper muscle. Proper American muscle. And with the white writing as well on the tire walls, that just screams muscle to me. Good old American muscle. You know, I'm Welsh. I live in Britain, but nothing could be a good old classic American muscle. Well, I wouldn't say this is so much classic, but it is a fairly old muscle car now, the 4th gen Camaro. You know, what gen are they on? Well, what gen was they on though? Because I'm not sure if the Camaro's discontinued. Don't quote me on that, but see, I don't keep track on what cars are still being produced and which cars are not. Right, so we did a lot with just that one corner then. Slowly breaking away at the The list. Yeah, that was nice. Oil filter. Might as well do the oil filter whilst I'm down here because it might not let me change it whilst I'm up in the engine bay. Brand new. I was gonna say shiny then, but it's not shiny. I think I missed the rubber bushing, did I? Yeah, I did. I missed the bushing. I looked back then and I saw it highlighted and I was like, oh, okay, I must. No! It's half decatted, no? It's half decatted. Nothing would have blown your ears out, but only half. The engine would blow your ears out. Like, you go on one side, it still blows your ears out, but not much. You go on the other side, yeah, you're gonna need a hospital after that one. Take these rear wheels off now, so we can get all the parts that we need to change in the back. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I just read the chat now. I realised what Dom said. He said, pray for me I don't get caught. So I'm guessing he's playing Rec Room. I'm guessing he's playing something like... Oh, he could be playing Gorilla Tag or something like that. Because it sounds very similar to Gorilla Tag. Or actually, it could be one of the horror games we used to play on Rec Room as well. Yeah, right. Let's get this old rusty, dusty, crusty rushing it out. Oh, that... I gotta be fair. Cold Coca-Cola hits different. Especially when you leave it in the fridge for like maybe an hour or two. It does hit different. Shut that spring back on. Right, so that's that cap sorted. I know I need to get the axle for this one, so I need to strip this whole side down to the base solid axle. It is. Mad, 4 bolts holding that massive thing in. Put the disc back on. Right, so we're almost done with, well, when it comes to the suspension and brakes. Done on this side, I just need to do whatever on the other side, and then we can slam onto the engine then and fix whatever needs to be fixed on there. Let's get rid of all these old parts, because otherwise they'll just pile up. Right, rubber bushings. One more. I need to do one more rubber bushing. Right, spring cap's done. I needed 2. I think I've got to anyway. I think I might have accidentally just bought 1. Which I got a feeling that's the case. No, I actually bought 2, right, never mind it. Gotta stop doubting myself. That was an easy one. Gotta be fair, this isn't the hardest job I've done on the campaign mode so far. I think though the longer, well, not the longer you play, but like when you level up, because I'm level 6, so the more you level up, the harder it gets. Which I think that's how the progression system works on this game when it comes to the campaign mode. But it gets hard, but it kind of gets easier as well, because you're earning more money. You know, you can buy more upgrades. Oh, there's 1 rubber bushing left. Was I meant to change this part? I'm guessing I was. Yeah, I think it's this one. Just change it. If it's the wrong part, then no, it was the right part. It's just it was being covered by the highlighted. Yeah, it was being covered by this piece that was highlighted. What I'm gonna do now is put the plate back on and put the U-bolts, the brand new U-bolts on. Replace them. Yeah, this car's already looking a lot better underneath. But it looks a lot better without all the rusty parts. I mean, it's still got, you know, this. You still got the shield there. I like to call it the brake shield. Right, chuck that axle back in. Chuck the disc back on. Right, pads. And then we can crack on with the engine then. So the engine, I think it was the timing belts. There was a few spark plugs, few ignition coils. I know I had to drain the oil, so I'm gonna have to refill it with oil. Yeah, there's parts I need to change. Almost so one fuel rail, one camshaft, which it only has one anyway. 5 spark plugs, 3 ignition coils, and 2 belts. 2 of the only belts. Well, 2 of the only timing belts on the car. I mean, and then 2 of the only belts because it's got serpentine belts as well. Get rid of them. So that's everything I've done so far. I've made a massive impact in the list. You know, there's more ticks than there is crosses now, so that's a good thing. Let's get this down. Yeah, we can start tearing this engine down a bit now. Gonna need to. Oh right, there's me saying this has only got one camshaft, but this is a dual overhead cam, not a overhead valve V8. Whereas the Chevy Nova that I bought as the project car in the last episode, that's got just one camshaft because it's between the cylinder banks instead of up above. You know, I can already see which spark plugs need changing on this side. They look burnt out big time. Right. I know I don't need to take the heads off, so I can change them now. I can clearly see which cam needs changing, with or without a highlight. You can just tell sometimes just by looking at the part, but sometimes this game is good at disguising parts as well. Right, should have just took all this off at the front first. Might as well take this other cover off because I know there is spark plugs I need to change on this side. Now there's the last 2 spark plugs that need changing. And that should be it then for spark plugs. Just need to put this new ignition coil in that one and an old one in that one. That's this side. No, it's not this side done because oh, there's me just gone and done that now, and I need to take this off anyway because I need to have access to the belt. I've done that. I used to do that all the time anyway. I used to fix things to do with the head and then forget that I need to have kept it stripped down because of this. Where's the tensioner? Right, tensioner's a pulley. It's not an actual tensioner on this, is there? No, there is a tensioner. So instantly I'm going to take that off. this belt out of the way. Yeah, I can get both belts now. So what parts? It's a water pump. So I'm gonna drain this reservoir so I don't spill any coolant anyway. Right, so let's start off with take the water pump out because might as well, because I've just drained the coolant. Shouldn't need to take the alternator off. Let's have a look. So pretty much all the pulleys except the alternator and the power steering pump, which I'm actually, I don't know. Now if this car was older then I would be surprised with it having a power steering pump. But this after all is a 1996 Camaro, so it's fairly new. Alright, now we can access the belts. Let's take this one off. Take this one off. Keep them off for a sec because I need to replace this camshaft. Right. Yeah, so the puzzle's coming together now. Nice and easy. That's got me for this job's been pretty free sailing. It hasn't been a hard job at all. The only way, I mean, if this was in real life, there isn't much room between this radiator and the engine. So actually doing what I just did would be the biggest challenge a mechanic could face with it, because the space, no. I mean, there is enough space to get a spanner down in there and bolts off, or a torque wrench. Let's just put all the parts back on now. Get them. I might take this car outside, like swap places with one of the cars outside of the garage, so we can give this actually run as well. Get some sound check from this V8. I was gonna say I should be able to put the fuel rail on, with or without the coil cover on or off. Not coil cover, the rocker cover. Right, chuck the last pulley on, and put the rocker covers back on. Yeah, and then I just need to put the 3 ignition coils in the right place. I think it's the 2 middle ones on this side, and I remember which one it was on the other side. Pretty sure it's the 2 middle ones. Oh, it's the 2 end ones. Not a problem. Then I can replace these ones with 70, 78, 77. And I know it's the one of the middle ones on this one. And then I have to refill the engine with oil and refill the coolant reservoir as well. I completely forgot what it was called then. Right. Yeah, I was gonna say I did spark plugs. Was this one that need changing for the coils? Put everything back as it was, otherwise the customer will complain if one bolt is out of place. Because that's how this game works. That's the logic of this game. I mean, I wouldn't be happy if a mechanic didn't put part back on the car. Let's refill this reservoir. then it should just be the oil left, and then we can take this outside, get a sound check, and then move on to the next job then, which should be fairly easy because I don't think there's much that needs doing to. Which one do I want to do first? I'll do the Corsa first. It's outside the 2009 Corsa, or whatever you want to call it. It's called the Crown. It's called Crown something, but it is a Vauxhall Corsa. No. So this might as well swap this with the Corsa then. Yeah, the Royal Town. I thought it said Crown. Let's get a nice sound check from this. Watch it not run now after all the work I did to it. Okay. Okay. It's got a nice oh, okay. That's really nice actually. A nice crackly rough sounding purr for the idle, and then it sounds like a normal V8 then when it's revving. But yeah, that actually sounds really nice. If it suits the car, the sound a bit anyway. Anyway, let's finish this job and let's actually get paid for it. How much we? Ooh, there we go. Not far off 5,000 CR points there for this. Yeah, the total pay. I was looking at the wrong one then. Yeah, so 4,911 CR points. Nice. Not bad. That pushes up to almost 21,500 CR points. Right, what needs doing to this Corsa? Wow, it's the inline-3 model. Quite a lot of horsepower though for the inline-3. Inner tie rod, sway bar, front end link, and right. Pretty straightforward this one is. I wasn't expecting this one to be difficult anyway, because, well, all that's wrong with it was the steering. Get the links. Raise this. I don't know what the hell has happened to this car, to be honest. There's rust everywhere. It's mismatched parts. Well, I can't speak. I can't speak. I've gone back to not being able to get my words out. Can I remove that without taking? No, I can't. Right, fair enough. Some parts you can get away with changing without taking the wheel off, but obviously this part's stubborn. Slam the wheel back on. Yeah, this will be done now within the next minute or so. It's a pretty quick one. I'll definitely have to take the wheel off for this one, because the tie rod. I'm actually surprised with how much money I got from the last job. I mean, it was a story mission, so they normally do pay good. Plus, it was a fairly big job. Like, it involved tearing a bit of the engine down and quite a bit of the suspension and brake components as well. slam this wheel back on now. Then we can move off this job and get paid. Move on to the next one then, which is the Evo. See how much money we got then, and maybe spend a bit on the project and the Nova. Yeah, that just put me up. Oh, I forgot you get cases from story missions, right? Oh, 2 cards, that one. Oh, nice. Level up, I'll take that. And bonus points. I think they like you can use them for. I actually don't. I don't know. Obviously, that's not there. We've got no use to any other buildings yet that we do in the sandbox mode. Obviously, that's not there. We still have 1 lift. No, that's not going to really change yet. I have 2 points available. Mountain speed. What's this? You know what? Mountain speed. Upgrade that. So, mount speed is on 25%. Screw speed is on 30. Time to examine parts. That shouldn't have changed yet because, well, I haven't touched it. Discount 5%. That's nice. Everyone loves a little discount at least. I guess nice Evo win now. I know for a fact this is not a Subaru. Because it'd be a Boxer otherwise. Right, 308 horsepower, that's pretty nice. Alright, 2 sway bar rear end link. Right, out the tie rod. Sway bar front end link as well. Then 2 front shock absorber E. That bad boy. So slam it on this Evo then. Oh, the tie rod. Sway bar front end link. There it is. Let's raise this up into I was gonna say raise this up into the sky, and then yeah, I don't think you want this going for the roof. Don't think the customer would be happy about their car going to the moon. Alright, lovely. That was lovely then. Just like the last job, pretty straightforward, to be honest. There's not much that needs changing with this car. I think any mechanic would like to see that though. That it'd be easy jobs. Especially if like the mechanic has had like a full day of just hard jobs, and then his last job's like the easiest one ever. I was wondering then why it was doing that. I forgot to separate the parts. I always forget to do this when it comes to sandbox mode, or like when it's doing, because we've got a project outside of the garage. So we're already on level 7 in this on this campaign mode. which is really good. We're only on the 3rd episode. Yep, I just remember now, we're on the 3rd episode. Because last episode I actually saved up enough money to get a project car. Hopefully that'll earn us quite a bit of profit. Because that, I find, well, I say I find that's probably the best way to earn money on the campaign, or the career mode. I mean, the career mode. Yeah. Get these end links on. And then we can finish this job then and see how much money we got after. Which I think I'll have around about almost 22,000 CR after this job. Or maybe just about 21.5. Because, like I was saying about the jobs that I avoid that just say other tasks. You know, I try to avoid them because other tasks normally mean it's literally just changing or filling fluids, and it barely pays anything. So there's really no point. I think that is the longest way to make money if you want to just drag out the career mode. It's just the most tedious way to make money on this game. And I think just changing fluids all the time as well is just boring. Yeah, I've almost got. We're far off. We aren't far off 22,000 CR now. Right, so we got the Chevy Nova here, or the Bolt Supernova, which is the games version. It's a 69 in a very bad condition. I don't know whether to. I don't know if I should spend money on it yet. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to spend money on it yet or save up a bit more then spend, because I find then I can get more parts. Well, I may find I can get more parts, because I think luckily for me, parts for this car isn't that expensive. But yeah. Right, so we got replace time and related parts for that. See other tasks on that as well. So the BMW M1 Pro car. We've got another, well, it's a FMW Panther Mark 1, which is BMW as well. But I'm gonna get this Ford Focus. It's a RS, I think. Ford Focus RS Mark 3. This should be. Yeah, this should be the RS. Horsepower isn't accurate, but it's not supposed to be, I don't think, because it's the games version. No problem. Quite a bit needs doing to this because the front end is just in bits. This is pretty much almost in the same condition as this Nova here. Obviously this Nova's a lot worse, but still, you know, still missing full front end. Right, so we start off with this Defender. I decided that I'm not going to spend yet on the Nova. Oh no. Oh no, crankshaft. Oh, that is a kick in the teeth. And it's mad because not long ago I was on about me trying to avoid any jobs that involve changing the crank. And now I've just been kicked in the teeth. Well, might as well do it. Hopefully it pays a lot. Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. Might as well put this up in the air to drain the oil. Get the sump off. Take all the crank caps off and the rod caps. Oh, that oil does not look nice at all. That's overdue a change, that was. I was wondering then why I couldn't take the sump off. I don't even think I've actually worked on one of these Land Rovers yet. There's always a first time for everything, so it's pretty good. Pretty sure this is a diesel, as well as a diesel turbo. Yeah, it's a DT224. Probably like a 2.4 litre, or it could just be a general, just 2 litre. Gotta take the rod caps off as well. I'm gonna have to take the pistons out so I can get to the crank. It's gonna be a long job, I got a feeling, because well, the screw-in speed isn't, you know, the fastest of things. Neither is the dismounting or mounting speed. Gonna have to take the gearbox off as well. So might as well just get rid of all this. I have to take the shafts out of the transfer case. I just had that feeling with this stream tonight that I was gonna encounter a job that requires the crankshaft to be changed. I just had that feeling, to be honest. Just happens that I was speaking about it in this same episode as well. Just had to mug me off. Right, so front exhaust section, might as well buy one of them. Buy one of them, well, so I can change that, get one part out of the way. Oh, actually, will I be able? Yeah, I will be able to change that, because I will have to take the turbo off and the manifold off to remove the head. Right, so let's get a exhaust section. Front exhaust section. Should have just gone on the exhaust tab. Would have been a lot easier, but I chose to do it this way. Yeah. Wasn't that hard to find this because it was right at the beginning. So that's it's always nice, isn't it? A nice, fairly shiny part now. Gotta go up top now and just strip everything off of the engine. Start off the fan. Well, I say strip everything off. I don't want to strip absolutely every single bit. Maybe the only thing that I will need to take off is the alternator. Well, I will need to replace the power steering pump, because that is bad. So I might as well buy that now. Just a normal inline 4? Or is it inline 4B? No, it's just normal. Right, take this rusty dusty one off. This new shiny one on. That looks a lot better already, that is. Let's take the crank pulley off now, so we can get the timing cover. Yeah, so I generally just don't like the jobs where you have to get at the crankshaft to replace it. And I've already explained the reason why. It's because it takes time, and I like to get as many jobs in as possible in one episode, so we can earn money quick, so we can do the project. You know, I don't want to drag out the campaign mode. I mean, it's good content. There's plenty of content when it comes to this game. Like, we've still got a lot of the sandbox mode to discover as well. But I say discover to play with, really. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I am got a nice video idea that I want to work on and get ready to upload in the next few weeks, but only if, you know, the weather's nice and stuff like that. It involves being outside, so yeah. Right, so we just gotta remove all of this now. I mean, pretty clean, to be honest, except for that one camshaft that you can see that needs changing. Luckily for me, with these individual camshaft caps, it's just a full like bracket sort of thing, so it's a lot easier and quicker to remove all of this. I was gonna say, I thought that was the fuel rail then for a second. So that's one thin fuel rail. I've got to remove the glow plugs as well. These glow plugs are small. I know glow plugs are very fragile, like they snap easy. But I bet that's a pain if that happens. See what I mean with the screwing speed? Like it takes a while to actually remove the part. Like that took ages then. Need to get rid of that. I should be able to get rid of that camshaft though. What's left for the head? I forgot the exhaust side. Forgot to take the turbo on that off. Completely forgot them. Wonder as well why I couldn't take the head off then. Yeah, now I can take it off. Straight away, remove the pistons. I don't even think I've bought a brand new crank yet, so I'll do that now. So I can install it. I need to go under the car anyway to install it. I think I need a crank bearing cap as well. Just one. If I do, that's not a problem. Where is it to? Oh, there it is. Pretty easy, that one was. Chuck that in the car. You just need to get the caps back on. So that cap needs changing there. I can clearly see that is. Well, I say I can clearly see, and barely see that's highlighted. Need to buy one of them. Get rid of all parts. Crankshaft, camshaft B. Oh, that's nothing to do with what I'm doing yet. For a sec. Keep forgetting what I'm doing. Right. Put that back in now. Gotta go back up the top so I can put the pistons back in now. There's nothing wrong with the pistons, so that's pretty straightforward. Just slam the part back in. There wasn't many parts that needed changing for this engine anyway. It's just I had to tear it right the way down just to get the crankshaft. And just slam the head back on and all that. Obviously parts that do need changing I will replace. This is annoying, just seeing the screws go in so slow. Especially when you've got a part that's got a lot of bolts. That, like, trying to think of an example now. I mean, some, I don't know, some heads can be really time consuming when it comes to putting them back on or taking them off, but this one I haven't got that many head bolts, so it's not that bad, to be honest. Chuck the glow plugs back in. Nothing, I'm trying to think what I need to change in now. That's that side done. Let's go on to change oil. I've already you know, drained that ages ago, so I take the sump off to have access to all the crank and that. So camshaft B and idle roller B, timing chain shoe A. Right, no problem. So I can chuck that cam gear back on. Camshaft B. My headset keeps falling off. That's annoying when that happens. Like, it falls off quite often. Right, B. It is. Nope. I accidentally pushed the toggle stick there a bit. Get rid of that. Get rid of the old power steering pump as well. Crank bearing. Oil filter, I did need to change that, I think, as well. Let's have a look. Did I need to change the oil filter? No, I just had to change the oil. It looks like I need to change the oil filter though, to be fair. So I need either roller B. And then it was timing shoe A then. You know, just remembering all the parts that I need to buy and replace. Yeah, it is. Check that new camshaft back in. Looks a lot better already. That rusty camshaft was a bit out of place because all of this rocker system, all the cam system was, you know, shiny except for that one camshaft. There you go. Check that bracket back on. Shut the rock cover back on with it. No, it's pretty straightforward when you're putting the engine back together. I find that it takes longer tearing it down but putting it back together is pretty straightforward because you know you've got the parts as well. I think that's why, because like when you're tearing it down, you've got to buy the parts and all that. That's the timing showing to change. It has been. Go with it. This is a quite a what's it called? Simple timing layout. To be honest, I'd say it is anyway. I have seen worse. Like I have seen a lot worse when it comes to timing layouts, especially when it comes to chains. Like when it comes to chains, things start getting a lot more complex. Just look at well, Audi, a 3 litre TDI, or even the V8s, any of the V8s, especially if they've got chain. The chain systems they're just doing too much with their chain systems. I think they just had spare parts left over, and they just thought, oh well, how are we gonna use these? And they just chucked it all in the engine, to be honest. Just slammed it all in the engine, cause it looks like you're playing snakes and ladders with your timing system. That's how bad it is. That should be pretty much everything done. Obviously, I need to the gearbox back on and all that. Right. I know I need to replace a few fluids and stuff like that as well. Oil, I've already drained. I drained that ages ago. Need to put these caps back on, so I can put the sump back on. What I like with this game, like every part you take off and every part you put back on, like it gives you just 1 XP per part, which I like that, because then you don't have to wait until the end of every job just to earn XP. You're earning XP whilst you're doing the job as well. That's actually quite a decent sized sump, to be honest. Like, it's a very deep sump. It probably could hold a lot of oil in this engine. I feel like I need to change that oil filter. Like, it's in a bad condition, but I haven't been told on the list or anything that I need to change it, so now in a real life scenario I would have changed that, because I was not in the best of conditions at all. Start back on now. This thing can actually crank back over now. Not that it would go anywhere because the transfer case and the drive shaft's not installed back on yet. Let's feel the last pieces. What do I need to do now? So unhighlight all those. Right, so change all these. Brake, coolant, power, steering and wind. So every fluid then is needing a change. I want to know what the hell happened to this car. I said car is a Jeep. I know it's a Land Rover, but I'm just saying it's Jeep because that's his body type, sort of thing. Drain this. I know that is every fluid that needs changing, so I'm just gonna drain them all. Right, just need to refill everything now and put oil into the engine as well. Not too bad of a job, to be honest. Obviously it takes longer than any other job because of the crank. Because the crank requires the whole engine just to be teared down to the bare block. But other than that, I should get paid quite a bit for this actually. This should put us up over 22,000 CR points. I hope it does, because then, well, the more money the better, because I'm just saving up and saving up now so we can just like spend the load at once on the Nova. I think if we do it that way, we'll get the project done quicker, and then, you know, we can sell it then, make some nice profit. But with that profit, then we could buy another project, but a better one. I'm hoping to get around about 80,000 CR points from that Nova at least. I bought it for 4,400, so, you know, if I do get that much, that's gonna be, well, if I get 80,000, you know, I'll be getting 76,000 CR point profit. Plus I'm going to add all the performance parts I can onto it just to up the bonus, what's it called, it's like a performance bonus to the profit and the money you get from selling the car. Plus I want to see how much power I can get out of that Nova anyway. Might even engine swap it yet, because it should have engine swap options. Right, let's get rid of this now. Oh, yeah, it puts us up onto over 23,500 CR points. Wow. So that actually gave me a lot more than I wanted it to. I don't trust that. No, actually, I'm taking the risk. If this has a crank though, I'm gonna cry. I mean, obviously it has a crank, but I mean like if it has a crank problem. Right, so let's see what engine. Okay. So it has a few swap options actually. It has the V8 1 carb OHV. It has just the V8 OHV in it for now. It has the V8 Hemi 440 Magnum, the V8 2 carb OHV, and the V8 Hemi 440 6 pack. Right, so we have a few engines to play with. So that's good to know when it comes to it, because I think I might engine swap this. It's got 305 horsepower, well, from factory. Obviously, I don't think it's making at least 1 horsepower at the moment, because, well, it hasn't got a piston to play with at all. So you're not getting nothing out of that. I mean, you could roll it down the road, I think. Yeah, we've got all 4 wheels. That's actually, you know, that's actually an achievement already in itself. We've actually got 4 wheels. Unlike this Focus, and you know, this wasn't even from the scrapyard, I don't think. Might as well start on this Focus. So move it into the garage and then we can read, because I think this is one of the story mode. One of the story missions. Oh! Ram 3500. Get that into the garage straight away. We haven't really worked on many of these Rams. Never seen a Ram in this colour before. It's got the utility. I didn't realise they have those lights up top. Oh right. Quite big, really big pickup trucks these are, mind, aren't they? Really long, I can say that. Like, that's probably almost twice the size, almost twice the length of when my dad had his Mondeo ST, because that was, you know, that was a saloon. It was pretty big car. Yeah, right. So let's read this. Hey, don't ask me what happened to my car. I wanted to impress this one girl. Sounds about right. And I think I might have crossed some big bushes, holes and stones, and I probably passed a cactus. How the hell did you get in that situation? On the way, or perhaps even two. Please spare me the. Whoa, that was going way too quick then for my eyes. Why was that going so quick? So, please, I was on. Please spare me the reprimand as to the purpose of this car. While you're at it, check the fluid level with the amount of sand. I was quickly out of wiper fluid. I hate the way it changes, like, to the top, like, so quick. You don't even get a chance to read the bottom. Right, so let's read the last bit. It was worth it as I will say. Well, fair enough then. So basically, he was trying to impress a girl, crashed by the sounds of it, badly, lost one rim in the lost a whole wheel in the process, damaged another rim. It's just not worth it though. Like, yeah, because you've just gone and caused thousands of pounds or dollars of damage to his own car, just because of he wanted to impress a girl. The worst part about it, it's a Ford Focus RS Mark III. They're not the cheapest on parts. Well, the Mark II isn't the cheapest on parts either. I was quite shocked with how just one wing was like 1,200. Yeah, it's too much. Way too much. You buy a whole car with £1,200. Alternator. It's more bodywork that needs to be done to this than actual parts. Those rims are going to cost arm and a leg, so I might actually get quite a lot of CR points from this. Front exhaust section A, I4B. So some clown then thought it'd be funny to try and impress a girl and almost killed himself in the process, and probably almost killed the girl if she was in the car with him. Oh, that's because I forgot. Front exhaust section A, I4B. There it is. Medium intercooler. Ouch! That's one thing you do not want to damage. Under this tab. Yeah, because as it is, the intercooler is non-existent. He must have ripped it off when he hit the cactus. Oil pan. Ouch! Oh, he does some damage to this. Oil pan. Oh. Now, if this was a real life scenario, then just sell the car. It's not worth it. Well, it is if you've got a passion for the car, but I mean, like, with the damages, you've just ruined your engine. Yeah, rim GW 500. I don't know what the size of the rims are yet, so I'll go back to them. Serpentine belt B in line 4B. She just destroyed this car. It is. It's the total car. Like, this was in the UK. This car would be written off. It would never see the road again. Unless Matt Armstrong got a hold of it. That man's just, he works miracles on cars. Especially when he takes a water damaged, I can't remember if it was the Rolls Royce, I think it was. Yeah, when the cars he do and how he fix them, yeah, is very skilled actually. With transformation, I can't speak. Transformating. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up on trying to say that word. So I'm just being a clown at the moment. Right. So we got all the parts except for the rim and the tyre, because I'm not sure what sizes they are yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the one wheel from the outside off to get the sizes and that. Obviously this rim is going to need changing as well. I'm guessing it's this one. You definitely got in a lot of sand. I can see that big time. I can't wash the car because I haven't got. I mean, I got interior detailing, but I haven't been told to clean the car. So at the end of the day, that's not my job. I just can't believe the state this car is in. Like, at least the project Nova has a reason for why it's like that. It's been in scrapyard for like probably 40-30 years, whereas this has just been total within a matter of 5 minutes, and then almost end up looking like the Nova. So now we've got that wheel off, we know roughly what sizes we need. So the 19 inches, the profile is 35 and the width is 235. What tyres are they again? What tyre was it? Sport tyre, so just any sport tyre. 235 19s. I'm just gonna get standard sport tyre. 19 inch and 235. Profile 35. I'm almost sure it's 35. Oh, first time. First try as well. Alright, so I need to get 2 rims. GW 500s. You get 2 of them bad boys. Those are probably going to be the most expensive parts for the car. I keep pressing the wrong button all the time. So GW. There are 2 of them. Oh, they're actually not that expensive, to be honest. Yeah, as I say that, almost 1,000 CR points just for 2 rims. That is just that's a scam, in my opinion. So might as well separate the old rim from this tyre, because this tyre can be saved. It can be saved. Put these together now. At least then it'll have 4 wheels to work with. One step closer to being back on the road. And then hopefully the clown doesn't make the same mistake again of trying to impress a girl and slamming his car into a cactus. Yeah, he totaled his car though. Yeah, those both need balancing. I won't put them on yet because I need to change the steering rack as well. So what he must have done, he must have, as you hit like the cactus or wherever he hit, all together, he just ripped off his sump, bent his, oh, professional vulcanizer. I don't even know how I got that trophy. Don't know what that trophy means either. But fair enough, I'll take it. I will take that. Right, let's get these tie rods off now. So get the steering rack. Right. Right. That's the steering rack sorted out now. Just gotta chuck the wheels back on at the front. And then sort the engine out then. That should be all the part. Yeah. It is literally now. Right. Actually, not that many parts that need changing when it comes to mechanically, but you know, oil pan. You can take this off. Oh, I didn't remove. Ah, I'm a clown. I didn't remove the oil. Oh well. Brand new sump on now anyway. Can I take this? Yes, I can. Replace that. What's underneath here? Now the rest should be able to be done. Actually, I should be able to do the intercooler as well. What's underneath here? Yep, yeah. That just looks weird with a floating intercooler. Right. I've got all these parts highlighted. I don't need them highlighted. Just need to. Yeah, that's a lot better now. I can see what I'm doing. Fuel fluids probably need filling and that as well. I know I still need to do. I forgot to drain. Clown. I am a clown. I forgot to drain the coolant as well. It's just this serpentine belt and the alternator now. It needs changing. Pretty straightforward. There we are. That's nicely done. Already looking a lot better. At least that's 4 wheels now, so that's all the mechanical parts done. But fixed body parts. I did need to drain that anyway. Refill this. coolant doesn't need to be drained. I accidentally spilt that everywhere probably. Like realistically that would have gone everywhere. Right, let's fix. And all I gotta do then is fix up the body. So buy all the body parts that need changing and just change them all then. And that is the last thing to do for this Focus. And hopefully whoever owns this car doesn't wreck it again by hitting a cactus and a few bushes and just because he's trying to impress a girl. I didn't even know what I would do in that situation if I saw that happen in real life, like, or if I was a mechanic and someone came in and said that had happened. Because generally that person's just a clown, to be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, he tried his hardest to win that girl probably, and it failed miserably. No, I don't know why I went on there now. Just making sure the right. So front bumper, definite. That's a definite the front bumper because it doesn't have one. Front lights is a definite as well because well they don't exist. They're probably still in the desert. We left them. Front right. Wing. Yeah, it's actually got front end now. It's actually looking a lot better. This is literally just all this now. Let's do the bonnet as well. Take that off. Slam this new bonnet on. Actually looks a lot better. It's starting to look like RS500 though, with the matte black body parts. Front left fender as well needs changing. This boy or man totaled this car big time. I think it's my first story mission where there's been crash damage, to be honest. Front license plate, left side mirror, right side mirror and windshield. So it's very you know, front of the car focused, the damages. So windshield and mirrors now. So get rid of the windshield. Yeah, he's not seeing through that windshield anyway. After that. We lost this mirror anyway. So all it should be now is the front license plate. So what's the 81G? Right. So 81G 80Y. Fair enough. I'm just memorising that 81G80Y, and it's a standard plate. I want to match up both the plates. Jeez, those exhaust tips are massive. No one else? No, I'm not doing that. Standard plates, yeah. Customize it. That's gonna cost arm and a leg. Right, so 8. There was a 1, I think. There was a. I think it was a. Yeah, it was a G. and it was 8 oh no, where's O? 8 oh, I'm sure it's a O. I'm just gonna guess it's O. It could have been a 0, but you know, either way it looks the same, so it's fine for me. Yeah, perfect match that should be now, except for the color difference from the front to the rest of the car. Right, I wonder if this actually sounds like a Mark III RS though. I spent a lot on this car. Pretty accurate. I mean, it's not going to be 100% accurate because, yeah, stock RS wouldn't make that sound, but that's actually quite nice to be honest. I mean, idle sound is almost there. Revens not quite there. That turbo sound, you know, your RS would not be making that sound standard. That's at least stage 1 or stage 2 it. Yay, we're on almost 29,000 CR points now. That's a big you know, a big gain. Oh, more bonus points. Oh, XP. Oh, nah, they're just teasing me now. 750. It's just teasing me, that is. Right. So we got 28,000 points, which is a big difference from what we had to start with. Actually, I think. So I think we had 18,000 CR points. I think we should start with a bit of bodywork. With our project. Ooh, actually, to start off, one thing I haven't got, which is gonna cost me arm and a leg. Ouch. I'm gonna have to get anyway, because actually I might that's probably as much as I can spend. I was gonna say just go down to 20,000. I mean, I still got almost 3,000 CR points to play with, but after buying the welder, that damaged the bank account a bit. That's gonna cost a bit. Okay, fair enough. Looks a lot better now, the frame does. Depending on how much body's gonna cost though, like, I want tuning parts. Where is it? Is it not on you? Like, we've got all different bolts here. Now don't say it doesn't have this car. That'd be cruel. Wow, that is a kick in the teeth. I was at least expecting, you know, some performance parts for this car, but there is absolutely nothing. That is just mean. So I think I'm just gonna work on the front end for a sec, and we're gonna go down to 20,000. Like I said, luckily for me, parts on this car is not, you know, super expensive. I mean, when it comes to windows, you know, windows seem to be the most expensive part. So instantly, we've actually got quite a few parts to put on it so far. Yeah, I don't think I bought front bump. Oh, I did actually. Actually, looks really nice. That chrome. Yeah, it actually looks really nice now that it's actually got a bumper. I mean, it is an improvement after all. Oh, can actually see through the windshield now. Oh, I bought the mirrors as well, but the mirrors are no use because I got no doors. So, by the fenders. I've still got 900 odd points that I can spend. So whole front end is pretty much done. But the actual from the window, from the bottom of the windshield forward is done. Like for bodywork anyway, except for wheels. That'll be probably one of the last things I do. But that actually is a big improvement. It looks a lot better already just with the front end done. Like if you look at it from here, you wouldn't say that the car doesn't run or anything like that. Like from here, even like the roof and the frame and that doesn't look like it's rusted or anything. Like you see, if you look, you know, if you actually look for it though, and then you just go to the side and you just realise this thing, well, it's just a piece of scrap. It was. What's it then? Get the door pieces. The doors might be the last thing I can do. I think anyway. I might be able to do the body windows as well. Let's have a look. Actually, yeah, man. I can. Okay, so almost the body is actually almost done. That is a start. I mean, 120. I still got 120 points I can spend before I hit the 20,000 mark. I don't want to go below 20. But if you think I've just spent, you know, over 8,000 points on just getting to, you know, almost the full body done. Like, it's not completely cleaned yet either, so I can buy one tail light. Right, so that's it for body. That's it for the Nova at the moment. You know, it's a big step forward, because I think if I already had the welder, you know, I would have been able to do the rest of the body, but I had to spend most of my points on the welder. I only spent about 3,000 points on doing the body. Well, what I've done so far, I spent 5,000 points on doing this, obviously, and doing the welding and the interior detailing kit. Anyway, right, so that's it now. Now that we've got a bit of progress done with the Nova, I'm happy with tonight's episode. We done a few jobs, a few big jobs, so they were pretty time consuming. That's why I actually get a job. Oh, okay. That's a job to look forward to in the next episode. R34. So yeah. So the Nova is we've actually started the Nova now. Half the body's done. How much profit have I made so far? Oh, that is a big step actually. That's a big step, because it was only like 213 CR points profit. It's gone up to 6,500 now, pretty much. That's actually really good. Oh, and see, look, you've got parts value, body value, performance parts value, condition bonus, and all that stuff. That'll add up then to the final sell value, which will add up to my profit, which is pretty good at the moment. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's episode. Um, like I said, I'm back with it now. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more often again. Um, I'm happy that we've actually started restoring this Chevy Nova or Bolt Nova, which is the games version, but this is a '69 Chevy Nova. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber means a lot to me and to the channel. One subscriber equals just a bit of growth. The goal now is to hit 2,000 subs, and like I said, I've got a video idea that I'm gonna work on that hopefully I can upload within the next few weeks. So stay in tune for that, and I will be back. I'll probably Wednesday night now with episode 4 to the Car Mechanic Simulator campaign mode series. So I hope you guys all have a good night now, and this is Wolfie, and I'll speak to you Wednesday night.